protests. Now, the Delhi police has registered a case on the London separatist protests outside the Indian High Commission. We know this took place just yesterday on receipt of a report from the Ministry of External Affairs on the incident at Indian High Commission, London. On 19th of March, the Ministry of Home Affairs asked the Delhi police to take appropriate legal action, taking cognizance of the report. The Delhi police has registered a case under appropriate sections of IPC, UAPA and PDPP Act, and the special cell has started the investigation of the incident as it involves unlawful activities carried out by certain persons holding Indian nationality abroad. Going across to my colleague Tejinder Singh. Tejinder, I'm going across to my colleague Arunima, who is bringing us this latest piece of breaking news. Arunima, this case that has been registered is with regard to that protest that took place on the 19th of March in London.
Yes, there was vandalism of the Indian High Commission property. Glass panes were broken, the flag was damaged, and there was large-scale, sloganeering there. So, Ministry of External Affairs, after registering the protest with the authorities in London, also sent a report which the Ministry of Home Affairs then forwarded to the Delhi police. And while jurisdictional issues might be raised as to why a crime committed in London can be probed by Delhi police, at best, if India thought there was a case made out by an Indian agency, perhaps a federal agency, NIA, was best suited. But how it is being justified is that, there are Indian nationals who are involved purportedly in this crime, and therefore for public property defacement, that's the PDPP Act, for sections of UAPA for carrying out anti-India activities, and for sections of IPC. This FIR has been registered. It will be interesting to note how the Delhi police probe moves on from here, since most of the evidence, the crime scene, and even the suspects are abroad. They are in London. So will this FIR then be a basis to legally take up under the MLAT, the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, to legally take up with UK action against those who are there?
So, Arunima, as you're saying, now this jurisdiction of the Delhi police over the protests that took place in UK is very unclear, but a very strong message being sent out from India. We are seeing the sort of diplomatic tussle going on between UK and India over these Khalistani protests and, of course, that search for Amritpal Singh, which has come to a flashpoint.
Yes, India has not taken very kindly to the kind of security bandobast or the lack of security bandobast at the Indian High Commission in London. It has been taken up with them. We saw how a message was sent by withdrawing of barricades outside the House of British, High Commissioner here in London. This FIR, I think, is one more step. Legally, India wants to be secure because it feels that, these Khalistani elements, most of whom, or at least some of whom are Indian nationals, they continue to hold Indian passport and they're carrying out anti-India activities outside of the country. So this case would well be, a legal tool that India would then use to ensure that these people who are of Indian origin, who hold Indian passport but carry out anti-India activities are brought to book. They face the rule of the law here in the country.
Absolutely, Arunima. Let's also welcome Mr. R.P. Singh of the BJP, who joins us on the phone line. Very good morning to you, sir. The Delhi police, of course, comes under the centre. So it is the centre directly taking action when it comes to the K provocation in London. But what is the sort of jurisdiction that the police has against the protesters in London? Would you say this FIR is also to send out a very strong message?
Well, not only the strong message, but also people who are there and who hold Indian passport. Obviously, they can be acted upon. And then police, with the help of the London police, will try to identify all such people who are there involved in this activity, and then try to go to their roots here in India and find out who all they are and what families they belong to.
Some stern action being taken